Hello and welcome everybody. I'm so excited to be back again in my slow stitch room or my stitching room, and I've just had a busy week. I've also now going to help my brother with his trucking business, so I've been trying to set that up and I have no idea what I'm doing, but slowly I've got some things going on in the computer with Word and Excel spreadsheet, and I've got my husband to help me, etc., etc. So I don't really come from a world of numbers or maths except when I'm quilting, but my mum was a brilliant bookkeeper, and so was my auntie. So my brother's very excited about me jumping on board and helping him out. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. But that's all. I'm just trying to say why I haven't been on. I've just been busy trying to get myself back into the rhythm of things with being away in Europe and then coming home and then doing some filming and jumping on the plane to go over to Roberston at the Greendoor studio for Kate and Fleur's workshop. So what I have in front of me is some array of fabrics, some yarns and some goodies from Fleur, and I bought a parcel and some goodies from Kate. So what you see here now, what I might do is just move, what I might start with is this bundle here. Now, we had a package of stuff that was for us to stitch with, and I'll have to show you my flower piece. I could do that right now, actually. Just let me see if I can. So we were given items and fabrics, and the quilt from Kate, and Fleur gave us some lovely cottons and, oh dear, a beautiful mirror and a lovely hanger, and of course her beautiful card, which I really love. So I thought that was just lovely. And then I was able to purchase one of these coasters as well. She said I could just have one, so that's fine. I didn't want to purchase all three. I think they come in a bundle of 3. So let's just put that over there. So this is my piece. Now, I haven't done much work on it since, but the first day is all about chit-chatting and catching up, and I've never been to the Greendoor studio. So I wanted to look around and get familiar with the place. And then the second day, I cut sort of more of my flowers out, and I placed down the background, and sort of, obviously, you know what it's like when you're first doing a piece, you're not sure what you're doing. And then the third day I started doing some stitching here. I stitched down some pieces. I got caught up in drinking tea, lunch, chit-chatting, shopping in Zoe's studio. So it looks like I didn't do very much, which I probably didn't, but it's hard work when you're new at something. Well, you're at a new place and you just want to talk to everybody. So I met some lovely women there, so it was really nice. So that, anyway, that's my piece. So you might see some more of that later on down the track. But that was the leftover cantha piece from that. So that's just beautiful. It's very nice and vintage. We've got some of this. There were an array of fabrics that were in our pack, but honestly, I've got so much here I don't know which ones are which. It might have been some, no, it wasn't that. I don't know, but anyway, we're allowed to rummage and get things off our table, at the big table, and take what we would like. I did my best to take smaller pieces. Oh, that's a different thing altogether, and that one there. And so, oh, and I'll just show you that. And what was I going to say? Yeah, so I just cut up certain pieces, not too big, because you only need smaller bits. So there's that other piece there. I think it's maybe curtain, I don't actually know, but it's nice. This didn't really float my boat, but I thought, you know what, I've got to get out there and I like it, but it's so busy. So I've got to sort of help myself get over that. I've got this piece here so I could do some cross stitch on it. So hopefully that will work. And I found some beautiful velvet pieces which I might line a tin. This was a lovely hanky that I think Missy left last time, and I thought, oh, I love that. So I loved it because it had these, are they medallions? I'm not sure. Or what's it called? You know, this here. You know what it's called. It's gone out of my head. So just a, you know, array of fabrics and bits and pieces. Some other people took old doilies and stuff like that, and I took some thread over and brought very, very little back. So that I was very happy with that. Yeah, so anyway, that's the bundle. I could go through that all day. And I purchased this little bag, which is like velvet. And I just ripped the inside because it was plastic and I didn't like it. So that's good. That belongs over there. Oh, that's just another piece. I liked it because it had a squirrel on it. They were just pieces that you could cut. So Zoe, the lovely Zoe, had her own threads. Obviously the DMC threads. They're what number is that? I think I've just bought that this morning. Oh no, that's accrual. I bought 9, and I thought you can't have 9, so I bought 10 of her beautiful dyed yarns. Aren't they lovely? Just perfect colours, and I was using the yellow and the orange, and they've got the purple and the blue, and they're the other, that's for the project. And then I happened to find this. The other bit's down there somewhere, I think. And then I also, oh, that was part of the our project. And then I purchased one of these. Got something to show you, but just not yet. And then I purchased this. So let's open up this here. This is Kate's bundle. She had her own first little shop, and I think I was her first customer. And so we all purchased some beautiful items from there. I've got a Cantha quilt, so I'll show you that as well. So what do we have here? We have some beautiful cut up velvet pieces. Wow, look at that. Oh, isn't that stunning? Might do a bit of an overlock on the edges so they don't keep fraying. Oh, wow, look at that. That's just fabric, and then that's the velvet. Wow. Don't ask me how they make it. Beautiful satin silk piece there. Oh, and there. This one's lovely. I feel like I could make myself another bag with a zipper. And this one here is very nice as well. So that was in that little bundle. So that's good. I'll keep the paper wrapping. No plastic involved. And I'll tie it back up with this here. Excellent. And then the goodies. Oh, the goodies that I purchased also from Zoe's studio was, get some of these. I've got some projects I'm going to start up a little bit of a project coming up using those. I've got a seam ripper and a pair of scissors, so they go together. So I'm going to make myself a needle book and a hanging thing. And I have a group with 2 of my good friends, and our group's called Stitch and Bitch, so I had to get that. So that certainly will be going on something. And then I found this here, so I wore this on my jacket, as well. I just wanted to see if I could see, and so I thought that was lovely. Love the fact that it just dangles there. I'll just put that there. And Fleur Harris, Zoe got in some of these Fleur Harris Enid Blyton, the Magic Faraway Tree, and you could purchase the brooches, and I got the Clockwork Mouse. So there we are. Isn't she beautiful? I thought she was sweet. My favourite colours, purple and pink. And there is a saying on the back. Clockwork Mouse. In the land of toys, teddy bears, dolls, and all kinds of stuffed. I'll start again. In the land of toys, teddy bears, dolls of all kinds, stuffed animals, and this little clockwork mouse run about, talking and laughing and having fun, and that's me. The girl said, yep, that's you. So, okay, I'll get it. So, isn't that lovely? And on the subject of Fleur Harris, I happened to purchase one of her bags, and I probably don't have it here now. It was here somewhere. At the movies, when she had the movies over there. Oh, I don't know if I have it here. Oh, yeah. It was a little bangle, and I don't know who Catherine Sabbath is, but a little donut. Oh, that's from Catherine Sabbath. So I thought that was very cute. Oh, romance isn't dead cake. Okay, I've made this cake unabashedly retro with its I'm not quite sure what that is. Conceric rows of pastel buttercream and glazed cherries, all in a palette worthy of Marie Antoinette. Wear this lovely cake sliced proudly like the sweet treat that you are. Based on a recipe by Catherine. So that was a bit of a jumble. But anyway, so that's that. So let me put this back together. I just quickly wanted to show you that because that came before I left. And I got a whole lot of curtain. And so I'm thinking I might make bags out of those, and I'll cut them up and put them in stitching packs. And I bought this blanket, even though I do have blanket, I wanted the pink one and the blue. So it's beautiful. I love it. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I might cut it in half. And then I bought these print hangers, so they're magnetic. So what they do is this hangs up, and that your piece goes in there like that, and then it just hangs up with your piece in there, and then yeah, and then you just hang it up, and that one goes at the bottom, but you don't have to have it at the bottom. That one goes at the bottom like that, and then your piece goes in there. But I think I might turn this one into one of these, so I could have two, because you really don't want one at the bottom. And if you did, you could just put the other piece there and not worry about the hanger part. And I purchased this beautiful fresh linen finish sheets, Irish. Sorry, Iron Art. Maybe there's 63 of 99, I'm not too sure. So I purchased one sheet and two sheets, so I'll keep one, and then I'm thinking I'll cut the other ones up and have them in packs as well for you to stitch on, or for you to put transfers on, which I I'm thinking of a new project for next year. I don't know whether it'll be accomplished, but I will do my best. So I'm in the process of thinking about it. And that is that. So, oh, and at the workshop, no, that's, I took my pocket shrine, and a few people loved them, or loved it, I should say. I can get it undone. Now, there we go. So, while we were away, I took my pocket shrine with me on the boat, and I got this from Amsterdam, Teresa. So she was just lovely. I love the way they told me her story, and obviously that's not in English, but I could translate that. Oh, that's my little bag. And oh, that's just a Bible verse when we met some lovely people on the boat. And they were really, really lovely. So I thought, he gave me that. So I thought I'll put that in there. And then I said to Kate and Fleur and Zoe, I wanted something special to put in the piece. So Kate gave me this lovely piece here and a heart. So that's lovely there. And Zoe made up this beautiful velvet, woolen little, I don't know what you call it, something or other, dingle-dangle thing, which is beautiful. So I've got to find a lovely piece. I might even put it down here. I'll maybe move that or something, because it's going to dangle, so it really needs to possibly stay in there together like that. And that was Kate's there, so I could probably put that there. And then Fleur gave me some little beautiful pink trim there, and some little tiny stone piece things. So I possibly could just put that onto there like that. Oops. So it's all in one piece together. Charlie's having a roly-poly. I could put that up there like that. As long as that closes, then I'll be fine. I could put them down there, something like that. Or put that under there, put them there. Oh. All right, so I'll put that back in there because I lost it. And I went, oh no, I've lost my Fleur little gift. So that's all right in there. So, and that's my family under there, as you know. So you close that up. Doesn't matter which way you do it, as long as it goes around and closes at the end. And then my pocket shrine can go in its little bag. Put that there. So that was my pocket shrine. And I met some beautiful ladies, and one of them was Kerry, who was sitting next to me, and we were talking about doilies and stuff, and I said, oh, I love the sandwich tray doilies, and she mustn't live very far, or she might have had it in her bag. Oh, actually, I don't think she lives very far. And she gave me one of her little doilies. Sorry, no, that's it there. So I thought that was actually quite sweet. So I'll make something out of that. And then Kat was sitting next to me, and we were talking, etc., etc. And I've already put it on my Instagram page about Kat, and it happens to be that she bought a piece of my quilt that I got from America, the Dresden plate, the circle one on my Sewbits D-Stash Sewbits page. And then she showed me a picture of what she had embellished, and then she brought it out to show everybody. And I said, where did you get that from? She goes, oh, I got it, someone sent it to me, blah, 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 blah. And And I said, I think I sent that to you. And she goes, oh, no, are you Kristy from Sewbits on Instagram? And I said, yes. And then we just hugged and couldn't believe it. I was like, dumbfounded that, that I was stitching with her, and she came to the Fleur Woods retreat with, obviously, Kate. So she brought in, I was trying to get to the point, she brought in a lovely big doily, and I chopped this piece off, and I actually love it. I think it's so beautiful. I'm going to put it in a frame and put it up on my wall because I actually think it's quite nice. It even looks nice in a diamond shape. But also I've just realised I've got something that I could put this on. I bought this pane of glass, and it's got 4 sections on it, and I think I might put that on one of the sections if it's not too big. So that was from Kat, so thanks, Kat. And then I went to the op shop. There was an antique shop opened. So there's that little one there. And I bought this beautiful, I think you call this petit point. Isn't it lovely? There we go. So it's very tiny, and you just open it up, and obviously it's got Avon, so I don't know where it come from. But what I wanted to know is, see that there? That's frayed. I want to know if I can put a bit of glue there so it doesn't keep fraying, or what I could do to seal the top so it keeps it in pristine condition and doesn't get any worse. So that's my little beauty. And then I found this beautiful tin, which I love. It's called the Cheese Factory, but it's not. It's actually an antique shop. What else did I get from there? Oh, I got myself a bluebird. So I had to put the cord in for the battery. So this is the little birdie, little bluebird. So she can go up there on my shelf. There we go. And then I went to another little shop. And it was an antique shop across the road in Robertson from the petrol station. And this was there in a little bag. So I thought that was so sweet. Isn't that lovely? And the other corner is just something like that. There was this big piece of cloth. So I forgot to wash this. I haven't washed it yet, so that's very nice. This is beautiful. I might take it out of the bag now. I know you don't like the twinkle. Sometimes you can't help it. I forgot to take it out of the bag. So what have we got there? Oh, we've got one of these. Oh, that's very nice. That's lovely. So what I could do is just chop those off, and then I could use the individual pieces. Or I could actually keep it whole, and it could become something, couldn't it? It could become a pouch, couldn't it, of some sort? But then you don't want that. Maybe an open pouch or something. Anyway, that's for the future. I got this coloured damask, which was really nice. I couldn't resist this beautiful plate. I think I've got you crooked. Sorry about that. And then this beautiful plate. And there was this pink. It's not darker. It's actually pink with just a hint of orange in it, but it looks white on the camera. So that was that. And then on and this card. So here is that place for the we're across the road from the petrol station, but it is an antique and coffee shop. And it says, I have the confidence to be myself. So that's fitting very perfectly for me at the moment. And then I went, bring this stuff here. Then I went, on the way home, I went to the sewing basket at Newington, and I got one of these felt crocheted bowl kit. So I thought that's great, so I'll make that. Some tulle. I got a slow stitch pack. Some embroidery wool, because I love the colour. Some cottons, because it's not like I have enough, but sometimes it's very hard to get the very fine cottons. Some pink yarn and some more pink yarn. That was 5 ply, and that was cotton, so I love that cotton, variegated. Then I got some trim and some lovely big lace. It's good on the white. And then I've got the big lace here. You can see that. Not too bad. That's all right. That's good. So I was very happy with that purchase. Actually, they're the masks, so that makes very good, what's his names, isn't it? That's a good idea. I have mask things left over. Some crew wool, some white silk thread that I can dye myself, some dingle dangles, some more crew wool. Oops, some more crew wool and some threads and some ribbons, silk ribbons, all in there. I won't take them out. And that's the sewing basket in Balmain, Central Coast, Newington and Caringbah. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but that's quite a fair way away. So I just went to Newington and Balmain. And I went to Balmain after Newington, but I didn't choose anything there. There was hardly anything there, and do you know what? It was actually a bit dear. So I thought, no, I'm not paying that price for what they're asking. I know they're a charity shop, but that was just ridiculous what they were asking. And I'll show you a little bit of my the quilt that I got from Kate. I was going to say somebody else's name then for a minute, but here it is here. So that is one side of it, and the other side is that side there. So I just thought it was absolutely beautiful. Oh, hang on a minute. No, this is the second one. That's not it there. I thought it was wrong. This is it here. So that's the beautiful print. I'm banging everything now. A beautiful print there, and then you come down to the beautiful purple, and then on the other side it's all like blue type checks with green in it there, and you can see how much it's worn. So I thought that was really pretty. So that one is for me to snuggle under. We're coming into winter, and so I'm happy. But that other one I bought that, just came in the post today. So there's lots of yellows and pinks. You can see how threadbare it is, and you can see underneath. So I'll be cutting this one up and making kits out of this one. That wasn't part of the going away, but it just happened to come today and picked up obviously the wrong one. So that is my haul, and I had a lovely time. Yes, I've made friends, but you know, if we keep in touch, then that's fine. But everyone has lots of friends, and obviously I'm the furthest one that came from Perth, and so I've been to everyone. I've been to every state in Australia except Tasmania and Northern Territory to do some sort of retreat, whether it be a quilting retreat or slow stitching. I've only been to one quilting retreat, the rest have been slow stitching. So I hope you enjoyed my little haul retreat video. I will put in pictures of what I took. Some of you may have seen them already on Instagram, but some of you may not be on my Instagram page, Sewbits-Kristy, but I will add some pictures to the end of this. Zoe's workshop is beautiful. She's a lovely lady. She's cooks the food, homemade food, and there's accommodation within the town, and it's no problem to get around. All right, thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.